Dear students, today we are going to derive the section formula from coordinate geometry of class 10th. First of all, let us understand what is this formula. Suppose if there is A, B line, the endpoints A's coordinates are x1, y1 and B's coordinates are x2, y2. Suppose if there is a point P on this line, let me take the coordinates of this P as x comma y. Then this P is dividing the line into two parts, that is AP and PB. This is called internal division. So here, in what ratio it is dividing? It may divide in any ratio, maybe 2:1, 3:7, 4:5, whatever it is. So now we will take this ratio as M1, M2. So here clearly B is dividing AB in M1 is to M2 ratio. M1 is to M2. So now P's coordinate. So here section point is nothing but P. P's coordinates are M1 x2 plus M2 x1 by M1 plus M2, comma M1 y2 plus M2 y1 by M1 plus M2. This is called section formula to find any point which divides any line segment in certain ratio. So children, let's prove it. So children, let us take x-axis, y-axis in a plane, and I am going to take 2 points, that is point A, and let me take this as point B. And we know what are the points, what are the coordinates of these points? x1, y1, x2, y2. Right children? And when I join this line, this is AB, and this AB is divided by which point? Point P. And what are its coordinates? X comma y. So now we are about to find the point P, mean the value of x and the value of y, these values. So before that, we will present it here. Let P x comma y be the point that divides the line joining A x1 y1, B x2 y2 in what ratio children? In M1 is to M2. So we will take this as M1 and this as M2. After that, we will have a construction. We will draw 3 perpendiculars, one from A, one from P and one from B onto this x-axis. Let us take this point as C, D and E. And not only these perpendiculars, we will draw 2 more perpendiculars, one from A to this PD and then one from P to this E. So now let us take these points as E has come, so I will take it as F and this as G. Let us present this children here. Draw, what did you draw? You write it here. Draw AC comma PD comma BE perpendiculars to x-axis. Is that only drawing? No, you have 2 more drawing lines, that is AF perpendicular to PD and PG perpendicular to BE. Children, here we can see 2 right angle triangles, that is AFP and PGB. These two right angle triangles are similar. How can you prove that? Because F is equal to G. They are 90 degrees. We have constructed in that way. And then this A is equal to P. Why? Because they both are corresponding angles. So we will see that these two triangles are similar. And we will compare their sides. But before going for comparison of sides, we should know the lengths of the sides. Let us know the lengths of the sides. Children, what is this distance OC? To know this distance, you have to see this first coordinate, that is x1. So this distance is x1. What is this distance, children? O to D, OD. Again, you have to see first coordinate here. What is that? X. So this is x. What is this distance, children? Then O to E. Again, you see the first coordinate. What is that? X2. So this is x2. Children, now when I want this CD, how do you get this CD? Total distance x minus this distance x1. So let us mention it there. CD is x minus x1. When the CD is x minus x1, then this AF is also going to be x minus x1. So let me write it there. X minus x1. I hope you are clear with this. Next, we will go for PG. To get this PG is equal to DE. And how do you get this DE? Total length, that is x2 minus this x2 minus x you will get. So let us write it there. This side is going to be x2 minus x. Similarly, we will go for vertical distances. What is this PF? AF is x minus x1. So PF will be y minus y1 similarly. So let us write it, y minus y1. Y minus y1. Then same way, what is this distance going to be? BG. So as this PG is x2 minus x1, this is going to be y2 minus y. PG is x2 minus x. So this is y2 minus y. So children, we knew the sides. Now we'll compare both the triangles. In triangles AFP and triangle PGB. In both of these triangles, we discussed about angle. What are the angles equal? Tell me. Angle F is equal to angle G and angle A is equal to angle P. Therefore, triangle AFP is similar to triangle PGB. So we mentioned that both the triangles are similar. When they are similar, what will happen to them? Their corresponding sides will be proportional. Their corresponding sides are proportional. So children, what are the corresponding sides you will take now? AF, PG. AF by PG. AF by PG is equal to second third, that is FP, GB. FP by GB and first third and first third. What are they? AP by PB. AP by PB. We have taken all the corresponding sides of the triangles and we have shown that they are proportional. Let us go for lengths of these beta first. What are the lengths of these? First we will go for AF is how much? AF, x minus x1. Same way, what is PG? x2 minus x. PF, y minus y1. Then BG is y2 minus y. We knew this. What about this lengths? PB and AP, they are M1, M2 in the beginning we have taken. So AP is equal to M1 and PB is equal to m2. So now let us substitute all these values here. Then AF is how much beta? X minus x1 by PG. PG is x2 minus x is equal to FP. FP or PF same. That is y minus y1. GB, that is nothing but BG. So how much it is? Y2 minus y. Y2 minus y is equal to AP and PB. AP is this, PB is this. So how much it is? M1 by M2. That is M1 by M2. Now children, don't forget your aim. Our aim is to find the value of this x and y. We need the value of x and y. So for that, first we will compare these two. And then we will compare these two. When you compare the first pair, you will get x value. When you compare the second pair, you will get y value. So we will compare first pair. What is that? X minus x1 by x2 minus x, that is equal to m1 by m2. Let us cross multiply these two and then these two. So let us see. m2 into x minus x1 is equal to m1 into x2 minus x. When I multiply on the left side, m2, this m2 into x1, x, m2 into x1. So what do we get, children? m2x minus m2x1 is equal to m1x2 minus m1x. So here we should not forget our target. What is the target? To find the value of x. So we will take all x terms one side. This is x, so I'll keep it as it is. This is x1, I don't want. This I will push it that side, to right side. Here there is x, I will take this x to left side. I hope you are understanding. I am exchanging the terms. So what will you get then? On the left side, m2x is there, keep it as it is. This m1x you bring to the left side, minus m1x will become plus m1x is equal to, on the right side already m1x2 is there, and now you send this that side. What is that? Minus m2x1. So what is that? You will get minus m2x1 will become plus m2x1 when you bring from left to right. So now we will take x common. Why am I doing all that? Because I want the value of x. When I take x common, what do you get beta? m2 plus m1 is equal to, here I will take, we can't take anything common. So m1x2 plus m2x1 as it is. Now as I want the value of x, then this also will be going down, will go to the denominator. So let us write it. X is equal to m1x2 plus m2x1 by m2 plus m1. So for getting, this is the value of x. So for getting y value, what we should do? We should divide, we should work on these two. But we will not work here. We will write similarly, because both are similar. Similarly, you will get y value as m1y2 plus m2y1 by m1 plus m2. So you can write it as m1 plus m2 or m2 plus m1, whatever it is. So these are the coordinates of the point P. So children, we got the section formula here called P is equal to, what is the first coordinate? Here I'll give you one short method to remember the formula, not to be confused. Mx plus mx by m plus m you write, then you go on writing 1 2 2 1 1 2. Same way for y coordinate also. What is that? My plus my by m plus m you write, and then go on writing 1 2 2 1 1 2. So this is how we derive the formula of section in coordinate geometry. Children, hope you have understood this. There is one complete exercise based on this formula, and So many times it is asked in annual examinations of CBSE and state boards.